It's really hard to deny these little guys food when they're acting like this. And it's hard to believe in February that they're acting like this. Not too many days in February are warm like it is today, and it looks like it's going to be like this for the next couple days. In years past, I've always said don't feed the fish until the weather's consistently above 50. Based on the weather forecasts, we might get some lower days, and maybe, who knows, it might get down to freezing, but for the next couple days it's going to be pretty warm. So I'm going to give my guys a little bit of wheat germ food, something that's easy for them to digest. They don't quite hit it as aggressively as they do in warmer weather, but they're still obviously pretty hungry, which blows my mind. I don't ever recall feeding fish this early. But they seem to be enjoying it, so I'm going to go ahead and give it to them. There's my big old catfish. He is a monster. Luckily, he forgot he's a catfish, because I'm sure he could eat half the fish in this pond. Look at the size of his whiskers, man. They're huge. So yeah, I'm just going to give him a little bit. Enjoy some of the vitamin D that Mother Nature's providing. Throw out some food. Looks like most of them are eating it. Obviously in warmer weather, I throw out about a pound at a time and they devour it. Now with the water being cooler and their bodies being cooler, they don't require that much food, but obviously their body's telling them that they want to eat or they wouldn't be acting the way they're acting. So I feel it's important to give them a little bit of food. So if you decide that you want to feed them with these warmer days, just make sure you use something that's formulated for cooler water, spirulina type food or wheat germ food, something that isn't quite packed with a ton of protein so that they can digest it easily. They seem to be doing really well with this blend. This is our bulk blend, which is a seasonal blend that I had formulated years ago. It's very popular in our store. Sell it by the pound. Folks come in quite often and get it. I never really had it on the website until recently. I had a few local customers that moved and took their ponds with them and wanted to order it, so we put it online here a few months ago. It's done really well too. And our regular bulk blend sells really well in the store, on our website, and it's on Amazon too. Just do a search for Pond Market on Amazon, you can find it there. We get it right out the door for you. But as you can see, you know, it's probably in the 60s, low 60s. And just the other day, these guys were hunkered down at the bottom. They weren't moving around much at all. And now, just with a little bit of temperature change, they've come to life. You know, so, and again, I'm not feeding them a ton of food, just a little bit here and there. That's a wonderful piece of trash floating around down there. That's the one thing with our store being located near a mall. We get a lot of debris, a ton of debris. But overall, it looks like these guys have wintered fairly well. I see a couple minor issues that I think a little bit of pond salt will take care of. This is a great time of year to inspect your fish because they're moving slow, their bodies are cool. It's warm enough for them to be active, but they're not super fast, so you can really get a good look at all your fish and see if there is a problem. See if they have any ulcers, any abrasions, missing fins. You know, there's been a lot of times where people have called and said, oh, my fish look funny, but I can't really tell what's going on. And it's hard to if the water's warm because they move around pretty fast unless they're just really sick, and usually by then it's too late to tell. So when temperatures are in the upper 50s, low 60s, and the water temperature's in the mid 50s, 60s, that's a real good time to inspect your fish population and see what's going on. And you can get a real good idea of the ailment. You can usually take a picture of it, show it to a professional. They can help you diagnose the problem and find something that works. And that's kind of what I'm doing too. I'm enjoying the sun and the warm weather, believe me. And I am enjoying feeding the fish too. But I'm also taking a good look to see that that everybody's happy and healthy. And if somebody doesn't look good, then we're going to go ahead and take a look at it and see what the best options are for treating them. I see a couple guys here, they have some abrasions, and but overall everybody looks pretty healthy. It could have been from something trying to get them. I've noticed I had a couple feral cats around here that went fishing over the winter time. I found the remains, so that could be a reason for a couple of the abrasions some of these guys have. I've never been a big proponent of harsh medications. I believe fish are like humans. If they're healthy and in a healthy environment, their bodies will heal. No different than you. Put a little peroxide on it and go on your way. And that's kind of how I view pond salt. I'm more or less just going to salt these guys down. And there's different formulas you read online. Everybody's got their own formula and everybody's tried something different. Some have worked for some and some haven't. I typically go at about a 10 pounds per 1,000 gallon ratio. You know, I've done up to 40 pounds per 1,000 depending on what the ailment is, but just for minor abrasions and just to kind of help them get back where they need to be, I will use about 10 pounds per 1,000. So this pond out here is about 2,500 gallons, so I'll put 20, 25 pounds in it. I usually do that twice a year, once in the spring, once in the fall. If it's an abnormally hot summer and we're adding a lot of water through the summer months, usually around the 4th of July, I might throw in another 25 pounds as well. But these guys are, I can't believe we're feeding the fish in February. It's pretty crazy. A lot of my customers have called me telling me they're feeding in February too. That's all for now. I just wanted to kind of reach out, see how everybody's doing, show you the fish up here alive and well. I hope yours are too. And it looks like, hopefully, knock on wood, it's going to be an early spring. We hope to see everybody. We've got a lot of new products for this year. A lot of new ideas. We've done a lot of work in the display area. We've got some new ponds that are going to be on the St. Louis Pond Tour. That's a great time. If anybody's thinking about doing that, tickets will be available before you know it. We're going to have 4 or 5 on there this year that we're really proud of, and the owners of the ponds are proud of them as well. I can't believe the size of that catfish. He's just gotten huge. I put him in here probably 3 years ago, maybe 4 years ago. He was as long as my pinky. Now he's longer than my forearm. He's just a beast. I don't want them eating too much in case the temperature dips. I want them to be able to pass everything through. That way, if the water does drop, the temperature of the water does drop and they lose their metabolism, I don't want that food lingering around in their gut. That can cause a lot of problems. So I'm probably just going to throw in a little bit more food. Maybe throw it in a couple areas where the fish may have not gotten it. And let them chew on that. And I think they'll be pretty happy. So that's all for now. Wanted to say hi. Hope to see you soon.